everybody. How are you doing today? Welcome to Tower of Dreams on Madbird Streams. Dang it, I didn't want that to rhyme. I'm gonna have to change
It
the
really
name
does.
and everything. No, this is actually a very special episode of Tower of Dreams. This is right in the middle, kind of in the middle. I guess if we were just going strictly in terms of
The weekend.
events, it'd be in the middle
Mm-hmm.
of our fundraising, the Madbird fundraiser. The original Madbird, Dan's computer, has had a beautiful service as we pushed its pyre off into the ocean. But yeah, it died, and we want to help him out and help get a new one because they did a lot of work to keep all the whole channel running, and you all like the content, so help us out. There's something in it for you. Don't worry. Other than the content, of course. For every 500 bits donated to the channel, you'll get a raffle ticket entered into a drawing to win a customized line drawing character sketch by Steph of Steph Styles Art. That's right, right?
Yeah.
Yes, totally. Just yeah. Anyway, and then for every completed Twitch hype train, there's a giveaway. So let's complete that train tonight and get that giveaway going. I think the reward for that is either a Madbird Adventures journal or a mug.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, for every $600 of our fundraising goal, there will be another giveaway. So stay tuned. And
yeah, the next thing for that is the next $600 goal we reach will be a giveaway for to be in a one shot with Dan as the DM.
Ooh. Well, excuse me as I go make a donation really quick. Anyway, we got a lot going on even after Tower of Dreams. I know we're only going through tomorrow night, but between now and then, we have tabletop simulator board games tonight from 10 to 12, from 12 to 2 tentatively. Is Truth or Drink. And then starting tomorrow at noon all the way through 1 a.m. Monday morning, we have the entire day blocked out. Basically, we have Madbird Jackbox sections, a one DM one shot, DM'd by Ed from Stormfall, more tabletop simulator board games, and of course the grand finale, Obsidian Scar,
the climax as well.
Literally
the crown jewel of
the climax. The ring around the staff, anyway, so there's also if you just give straight donations to the PayPal, there are different tiered levels of reward, if you will. For $10, that's a postcard from Madbird. $25 is a bundle of 5 of those print postcards. $50 is a Madbird bundle, choice of a mug or an adventurer's journal, and a bundle of those 5 print postcards. $75 is either a map by Victoria or a full body, full color character illustration by Steph and a postcard from Madbirds. $100 is, again, being able to participate in a one shot curated by Dan and a postcard from Madbird. $125, a custom NPC with a custom character illustration bust will be done, or you get to create one, or we create one of you. Is they get to create one?
The person who do these tiers, they get to create one and to create a custom NPC of their choosing, and then we'll create a illustration bust for them, and then the NPC they create will be used in
one of the streams
campaign of their choice.
Please give me all of your NPCs. Postcard and a postcard for Madbird. $150, again, custom NPC, illustrated character bust will appear in the campaign. You get the mug or the journal and the postcard, and then $200. You get an episode guest spot on Stormfall or Kyr's Lament, your choice, and a full body, full color art illustration, the Madbird bundle of a t-shirt and an 18 by 24 matte paper print, and a postcard. And then, of course, the highest echelon donation tier available, $250, a spot in a Madbird commercial, a Madbird bundle of a t-shirt, an 18 by 24 matte paper print, and a postcard from Madbirds. Woo! We got through all of that, I think. Yep.
Also, I'm going to put our tweet about the fundraiser in chat.
Yes. Click.
Be sure to retweet that and put in their hashtag MadbirdFam. And then at the end of the weekend, we will be looking at those, and whoever retweets the most with that hashtag will be getting a prize.
Mm-hmm. Whew. Okay, now that I've wasted all of my breath, let us begin our fourth session of Tower of Dreams. Third session, I think, was packed with just about an entire campaign worth of material in terms of the frenetic activity that our delightful party was up to. Not only did they get in a full and very well-described breakfast, but they also visited Villa Wonderplot and maybe, stole some stuff and also got one of the artifacts they were looking for, and then also became private investigators and figured out an embezzlement issue in Cascade, and then also stopped by the Marine Research Center, where Seth spoke to Coral, or I should say, listened for the first time Coral scream in pain, and saved the Otterfolk Gutterkin Nipwhite weeks of research work to figure out what pH balance was right for the coral in the Cascade area, and then on top of all that, which would have been a pretty full episode by itself, they went to Silverstruck, next town over, pursuing their next artifact. Stopped on the way. Vaughn caught a mithril cod and is now an official part of the fishing guild. I think Vaughn also has his first convert from the Silverstruck City Gates, Byron, the gate guard.
Yep.
We'll see what happens with that. And then we got to meet Valkyrie's family and actually got a really poignant insight into Valkyrie's backstory. If you missed all of that, pause. No, don't. Watch this episode so we get your view and you participate in the fundraiser, and then go watch what you missed, or have it both running simultaneously. Trust me, it works. Cool. Yeah, so we are waking up at Valkyrie's home, or Valkyrie's parents' home, I should say. Carry on.
So let's just see if we can check something real quick.
Oh, it's been a while since I've slept on a mattress that thin. But thank you. I'm very grateful to your parents for letting us stay the night, Valkyrie.
Oh yeah. It was nice of them.
Indeed.
I'm glad that we could they could help out.
Well, I'm gonna go see what's for breakfast. Hallie walks out of the room.
I would assume that Valkyrie would go too.
Sure. We go down for breakfast.
Great.
Sounds good.
Valkyrie's mom, Krishana, has already set the table with a mix of fruits and pastries and a big pitcher of milk of some kind. What kind of milk does your family drink?
Well, probably. I mean, I,
Cow, goat, cat.
we'll go with nut milk.
Okay, yeah, nut milk. An assortment of nuts. Milk.
Like almond or whatever. I mean, I don't know what kind
Yeah,
of
sure.
nuts are in your region.
Good. Yep.
Whatever is common here, and if we can do
Hope you
some
all
kind
like
of
assorted nut milk.
non-dairy option.
Yep. Mila's sitting kind of as far on one end of the table as possible, kind of nibbling at a pastry and kind of eyeing you all, not suspiciously anymore, but warily, because you might try to talk to her. And then, of course, Valkyrie's dad, Lehemelk, is, I think, has a plate stacked with a few pastries and not much else. Sit, come, sit with us. I trust you all slept well.
As can be expected.
Good, great, excellent. Well, go ahead.
What do you have planned for the day, Elle?
Oh well, we I mean, I'm gonna go down to our shop and do some work, and I think Krishana's, honey, what are you doing? Mind your own business. Something that she doesn't want me to know about, apparently. I think Mila's going to school, and yeah, it's a normal day here at the Heltara household. How about you all? What are your plans for the day?
Well, we're here to look for the artifact. So I imagine we'll be speaking with whoever the descendants are, if they're still here in the area.
Sure. Well, remember the mayors here in Silverstruck are elected. It's not like Cascade, where it's a governorship.
Oh, how odd. Oh, okay.
You still might know something, hopefully.
Oh, well, it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys going to be taking the funicular?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, the
I
what?
suppose you could walk, but it would be well after lunchtime by the time you made it up to High Street. Highly recommend taking the funicular.
Yeah.
Here, I'll pay your fare.
Oh, Dad, you don't have to do that.
No, please, sir, no.
Are you sure?
Please do.
Positive.
Please do.
Fine.
Well, here you go, Offhand.
Well, thank you.
Hand you 5 copper. Well, you all have been family to Valkyrie, and so you are family of ours.
It's very
It's
kind of
much
you.
appreciated.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
She'll start getting some fruit and stuff and like just grab a plate and just piling her plate. Valkyrie,
Mhm.
she's gonna whisper this. Why did your mom hit you with a rolling pin?
Oh,
Because that
She-
didn't seem
she's-
very welcoming.
no, she gets a little kind of excited about things, or really excited sometimes, and that combined with, there's a tinge of clumsiness there. It wasn't anything purposeful. I mean, I should hope not. I'm not going to say it wasn't the first time it's happened. It's never been intentional. So I'm
Are
not.
you lying about your training regimen again?
Um,
Okay. That was just really, really weird. It's like, who does that? But
Yeah.
if it's okay.
it's I
Okay.
appreciate you checking, but it's fine. It's fine. Um, oh, Dad, I should show you the candy that I made for my final.
Oh, I would love to see it.
I don't have any left, but here are, and she'll take out her journal and show him the drawings of the rocks, the rock fudge that, and then the ones that were cut in half to look like geodes.
Yeah.
Nathaniel would pull out the
Oh,
candy that you gave to him because it's the same one, right?
yeah.
Pretty sure. So I would pull that out and show the candy that she made.
Oh,
I
well, this is incredible. This is candy.
It is, yeah.
Huh.
I'll have to make you guys some time and send it over.
Absolutely. This is, well, this is almost pretty enough to sell to someone as jewelry.
Aw, thanks, Dad. Well, I'm glad it looks, it's kind of part of the whole thing for it to look realistic and like
Oh, I think
You
you
know-
nailed it.
novelty of eating a gemstone.
Yes, that is novel.
Speaking of gems, how long will you be in your shop today? Perhaps if we conclude early, I might be able to come and see you at work.
Oh,
For a
certainly.
while?
Please do.
I would like that very
Be
much.
there just until just before dinner.
Thank you.
Sounds
Well,
like a plan.
I'm off. Mila, you better be on your way too. And both of them kind of stand up and say goodbye and
Have a
head
good
to the
day
door.
at school today, Mila.
Bye. Thanks for the money.
She's always been very shy. I am. It's interesting.
Can I get anything else for you all?
Oh, thank you. No.
I think we're good. Is this Dad talking still?
No.
Mom?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Are you out there?
Mother? Are you my mother? No,
I'm
Mom.
not your mother, I'm a dog.
Everything was great. Thank you.
Are you my mummy?
Thank you again for the food and for feeding my friends.
Oh, of course, darling. Of course. Anytime. Anytime. We just miss you. You know that.
I know. What are you doing today, Mom?
Oh, I'm just running some errands around town. Nothing too exciting.
Sounds good. Are you getting, is the shop getting a lot of gemstones from the mines?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. That's one of the errands that I'm doing today, actually.
Good.
Going down to our middleman, if you will.
Sure.
Yep, trying to work out he wants to renegotiate prices.
Oh.
Don't worry, your brother's helping us with that, though.
Oh, good. Good. Don't let them cheat you out. Don't let them overprice things that, they'll try to swindle you.
Darling, we've been in this business a very long time.
I know. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Well, you all should probably run along too, especially if you're trying to see the mayor without an appointment.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. Let's, sounds good. Doctor will start getting her things, and start towards the door. Well, she'll give her, Mom a kiss on the cheek and then head towards the door.
Just as you're pulling away, she'll sweep you up in a big hug.
Oh,
Maybe a little over affectionate.
thanks, Mom. All right.
Love you, sweetie.
Love you too. Have a good one.
Stop! You're embarrassing me.
That's my friends, Mom. That's my friends.
This isn't cool.
Well, all my friends are here still.
Oh man. All right. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, you're out on the town, heading straight to the funicular, exploring a little bit.
I guess
How close is the funicular
It's about
stop?
a 20 minute walk back to the main road.
So there's stuff to see along the way then?
A lot of
Probably.
residential. And an inn/tavern called the Flint and
I
Flicker.
know a few people that live on this street, and I
Liquor.
used to
Oh,
go
okay, yeah,
walking
that's-
here,
yeah.
and
Oh, I should say for the benefit of stream, this background behind me is Silverstruck.
it's lovely.
Officially from the material that Silverstruck is pulled from, because I am not taking credit for it as my own creation.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What did we have for breakfast again, Andrew? Do you remember?
Pastries and fruit.
Okay, so we've
and-
had like we've had sweet stuff. All right.
And
I guess
an
if there's
undetermined
I
milk.
mean,
I guess
You're
if
a
there's
family.
would Valkyrie know of a coffee place around here?
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, you
Do you
would.
guys want to stop and get some coffee before? I mean, I know we had some at home, but they don't like to make it very strong. So
That was
Sure.
like the worst coffee
I'm
I've ever
all
had.
for.
it really is.
I've
Yeah.
had worse.
I would always go out for coffee usually, but my dad has stomach troubles, and well, that's not. It's let's just go.
You goodness. You do make it down to the coffee spot. That's its name, the coffee spot,
The coffee
which
spot.
isn't so much an establishment as it is a cart on the
Oh.
side of the road,
Great.
right before the funicular station.
Oh, perfect.
Trying to catch all those people who are commuting
Mm-hmm.
out to the mines. So you walk up, and a bright, beaming face greets you. Well, if it isn't Valkyrie, how are
Do I
you?
recognize this person, Andrew? Do I know a name?
You do.
Okay.
This person is a Verdin, whose name is Cathel.
Cathal, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing very well, thanks. It's a sunny day.
It
Ah,
really is. Mhm.
Selling coffee, smell of grounds, you know.
It smells great as
It's
usual.
all good.
That's good. Business is going well.
Oh, always. Always.
Good. Well, I will take my usual.
Coming right up.
Thank you.
Caramel
Yes.
macchiato with extra caramel.
You remember. Thank you. And anyone else getting anything?
Well, I'll ask for a nice medium roast.
Coming right up.
Thank you, sir.
We'll also ask for medium roast.
Do you have anything salty?
Yes.
Good. I'll have whatever that is. Thank you.
Kelp tea.
Delicious.
Delightful. How about you, darling?
The darkest roast that you have with a splash of cream.
Done.
Thank you.
Within just a couple of minutes, all your orders are lined up right
Nice.
there for you for pickup. Oh, and no worries about payment today. On the house, it's just good to see you back in town, Valkyrie.
I appreciate
You're one of
it,
my most
Cathal.
reliable customers.
Oh, thank you. Definitely appreciate it. If we stop by again, though, I'm paying.
Fair is fair.
Okay.
That's the
Alright.
hope, anyhow.
Well, have a wonderful day.
Oh, you as well.
And as she says that as she's like through her straw, as she's like just sucking down that macchiato.
That's literally about a third.
Oh, for
caramel.
sure.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see you later.
And whipped cream, of course.
Mhm.
So, oh no.
Thank you so much.
You guys go ahead and get into the funicular station. Silverstruck is a very busy town, much busier than Cascade, a much more densely populated area. So, it's pretty full, and you don't catch the first funicular car that comes by, and you don't catch the second, but you do catch the third. And there's just a little, what looks kind of like a bucket on the side of the funicular that just says 5 copper
Okay.
per passenger. Yeah, doors open.
I'll throw my money and just walk on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
Same.
somebody else's money.
Right. So you all
so hot and
toss your fare in and hop on board along with
Ollie.
everybody else that crowds on with you.
Oh man, Abby's not gonna like that. She's like,
And
I swear.
yeah, this is like not quite sardine level of packing, but everyone's touching someone.
Got a hand on the rail.
This is rush hour, kind of a thing. Some of the people probably haven't showered. Probably, you would hope that's what it is. But the windows are open, and as soon as the funicular pulls out, fresh mountain air pumps right in. And this goes a steady climb up the cliff to High Street, which is the tallest point in Silverstruck. And Valkyrie, you would know this for certain. I doubt anyone else would, since none of y'all have been to Silverstruck before. But this is where City Hall is located, as well as all of the guild halls. So lobbyists? No. Unions, all the union halls. Yeah. So there you have it. But you're up. And this is actually a beautiful view of the town. You can see that it kind of wraps around the base of Silverstruck. Of Inkwell Mountain. And yeah, it's about a 5-minute ride, and you're up at the top. Ding!
Seth leans her head out the window like a dog the whole time.
There's an elderly gnome woman next to you that keeps going, oh. Like he's very nervous about you.
She turns around and she says, I didn't know there were boats on the land.
She just puts a hand on your backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to lean out and see?
Oh,
She's like,
no. I'm just going to hold on to your pack for my balance. Yes, for my balance.
Okay, whatever you need.
Nervous old halfway.
Yeah, anyway, you're at the top. Ding! Everyone files out,
Yes.
taking the round trip.
Oh goodness, yes. Fresh air.
So what do you guys
Stinks
think?
in there.
Quite a trip, huh?
Indeed. And the redwood doors close behind you after and it moves down the pad a little bit and then opens again for the next group of folks to get on. And you all, after walking out of the whatchamacallit, the funicular station, goodness, my brain can work, you see a busy pub with a picture of a big like steam whistle on it, and below that it just says the steam whistle. And there's a line going out the door, and this is like a mixture of people in mining gear and people who look like they work in like fancy white collar style jobs, like desk work kind of people. But this place seems to be like the thing on High Street.
Is that normal, Andrew?
Yes.
That,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Yeah. This place
This place is always so busy.
like the busiest bar in Silverstruck.
But really, it's
Good
not
reason.
the best.
And again, there's a long row of guild halls. Down the street, you see the bank, the first bank, and then City Hall next to that at the end.
All right.
All right.
And of course, another funicular station opposite you, which goes down the other side of the ridge to the mines and the factories.
Okay, so it's residential on one side of High Street, and then the mines are on the other side of High Street. High Street's in the middle.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
You
Valkyrie,
got the
of
lay of the
course.
land.
Valkyrie tosses her now empty coffee because it was gone like 5 minutes ago. Let's be real.
All right. Slowly, I guess, make our way to City Hall, where they should have some information.
Yep.
Ali, have you ever been to Silverstruck?
No.
Ali, not Avienda.
Ali.
Ali. Is he? He's with us, right?
Yeah, Allie.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to Silverstruck before. You guys are going to City Hall? You mind taking care of that? I'm just gonna. I have to stop by and say hello to somebody.
Oh, who are you seeing? I know a lot of people in this town.
The guild leader. Goodness, I should have gotten a coffee.
What a lovely name.
You didn't get a
Yes.
coffee?
No,
Allie?
the guild leader for the mining guild. They
Okay.
owe me. I'll be right back. Well, I'll meet up with you outside City Hall.
Okay. All right. Say hi to Gustav for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
Ali's usually so
Yeah, I
excited
wonder-
for us to complete things, and now they want to leave. Kind of
Yeah.
strange.
Maybe he's finally trusting us.
Possible.
The
Yeah.
dawdling, I guess.
Or perhaps what he says he's doing isn't what he's doing, but I guess that's his business.
You don't want to know?
Not really.
Shall we go then?
Let's go.
Okay.
As you approach City Hall, you see a small group outside the front of it with picket signs that seem to be protesting something. And as you get closer, this is a group of 3 people. By the way, this isn't a large group. Of people.
It's
like
a group, barely.
free pay for masons. Free, fair. Did I say free fair pay for masons?
I was like, free pay.
Fair
Like,
pay for masons.
They were not prepared.
We don't
for
want to be paid. Give us work for free.
They immediately kicked that guy out of the group.
Fair
I'm Stu.
pay for
You had one
masons.
job.
Valkyrie's gonna go up to one of them. I'm
Are
sorry.
you
excuse
with
me?
the masons in our plight?
Well, I'm not really sure. You're not
This is a
getting
big,
paid fairly?
burly, male dwarf. We are not getting paid fairly. The cost of materials is going up, but wages are not.
I haven't had my. Okay.
Makes breakfasts a little smaller.
Sure.
You know,
sure.
if you'd work more hours, you'd get paid more.
Have you ever worked a day in your life, Missy?
Please don't call me Missy. Dwarf.
Well, then please don't speak condescendingly to me, ma'am.
Where did that twang come from? I'm sorry.
So what would you
He can't decide what he sounds like.
so you're not getting paid as much as you would want.
No, not at all. That's
Okay.
why we're here, putting pressure on the
What
government.
pressure? There's 3 of you here.
Who sets your rates if you don't set them yourselves?
Well, I mean, we set them in consultation with Counselor Pan.
Bargain better.
Counselor Pan?
Mm-hmm.
And they are not sympathetic to your cause?
Cheap. That's what he is. Cheap.
Have you spoke to the other guild people here in town, like the miners? They might have some suggestions on how to get paid the right rate, the right wage.
The miners, they're the ones that are actually valued here in Silverstruck.
Sure.
Because they dig up the good stuff from the ground and we just shape it and use it and build into things.
Is this not that hard? Like, go be a miner. If they're more valued.
That's not my trade. I'm a mason.
You can learn a new trade.
Neo,
How much work is there for masons in Silverstruck?
Well, admittedly, it's on the decline. Not as many expansions onto the town estate.
right. You should stop by the jewelry shop that my dad owns. He's had to kind of, he's not a miner himself, but he works with them, and he's been able to build himself quite the enterprise. Maybe
What does he do?
He makes jewelry.
We don't work with gem cutters.
Well, no, I'm not saying to work with him. I'm saying he works from the miner's abundance. You work from the miner's abundance, so maybe you two might have common ground where he might have some information or tips for you.
The miners have been hiking their prices of late.
Well,
Curie,
yes.
You can't help somebody who's not willing to help themselves.
Oh, I have heard about that actually. But I mean, I'm sure that a deal can be struck. I'm sure that a negotiation can be made.
An excellent idea if Counselor Pan would actually meet with us.
Oh.
I know. Maybe you can set up a meeting for us.
Well, no guarantee, but
I'm Morbeck.
Nice to and Valkyrie will stick out her hand, kind of slowly.
Big, meaty
unsure.
dwarf handshake. Very vigorous.
What was the name again?
I'm the chapter head of the Masons Guild here.
Morbeck?
Morbeck.
Morbeck, okay.
Morbek. Okay.
Well,
Sorry.
it's good. It's a pleasure to meet you. I can definitely look for Counselor Pan and have a word. I'm not really sure if I would have any sway, but I can say something.
Look, if you can at least get us to the table with him, it'll be worth your while.
To the dinner table? What table?
It doesn't matter. Just any table.
Okay.
We just need to talk.
To the table.
Is he stepping closer to her as like he's aggressively talking?
I mean, they were shaking hands, so he's already right there, and he's maybe
Okay.
doing like the handshake pull kind of a thing.
Okay. I mean, I'll put my hand on my sword and be like, hey, like, just. They understand, but calm down just a little bit, please.
Aye.
Please.
Well, good luck with your picketing. I'll have a word. Bye. And
Thank you.
right, let's go.
They're paper masons.
That's okay.
As you all walk in the front doors of City Hall, it's kind of a big foyer area. There's lots of doors going out into various offices. There's a second level. There's a big reception desk, all stone, very, very pretty. Even the doors, yes. Summer class, though. Anyway, very beautiful stone building, and almost cathedral-like. But the second you walk through the doors, a very slight elfin woman approaches you. I couldn't help but see that you were talking to Morbeck.
Yes. I was just getting the information on why that they were protesting outside. Is there a problem?
No problem. But I will give you right now a platinum apiece just to drop the issue and not bother Chancellor Pan with it.
Why would you do that?
It's just not worth his time right now. He's already trying to handle the issue. People like Morbeck just don't have the patience to wait for negotiations to pan out.
I don't believe we met. I'm Sethin.
Sethin, pleasure to meet you. Oh, excuse me. My name is Ilyara.
What is your position here in the hall?
Oh, well, I'm a part of the publishing guild, but I mostly help draft documents. I'm part of the bureaucracy. I work in Chancellor Pan's office, also kind of as his secretary.
I see.
Oh, you wear a lot of hats. Not
Yes,
actual.
well, yes. That is true.
Platinum each, you said.
Yes, platinum each.
She's gonna turn right back around, go outside, stick her head out the door, go, hey, they're working on it. Get out of here.
No. I'm talking.
Fair pay now. Fair pay now.
This gentleman that I was going to talk to Counselor Pan. I'm talking to Counselor Pan. I stand by my word.
What have your dealings been like with Morbeck thus far, if it is worth this much to you, to avoid any further dealings?
He has an appointment. It's just in a month's time.
That's a long time if you have a problem.
It is. But Chancellor Pan is also in charge of all guild negotiations. And so very busy.
Sure, I understand that, but it's still a long time. I think I still would like to speak to Counselor Pan and at least inquire about the situation.
That's fair. Why don't you check in with main reception, and I'll go try to find a block of his time to clear. And she'll mosey off through one of the doors.
Seth kind of pulls Nathaniel aside and she says, a secretary for a very busy chancellor or counselor with 5 platinum to throw away, who just happens to be hanging out in the lobby. Very interesting.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I
would
like
agree.
it.
That is interesting.
So, which is why I didn't.
Just-
Avienda's like, guys, platinum's platinum. What are we talking about?
I'll
mean,
just go
I'm not
back to
gonna
a
disagree
corner
with
and
that.
start talking to my sword again. It's money, guys. I
mean,
if
We
they're
coulda
working
took-
on it, they're working on it.
technically, we could have took the money and then
Politics.
also still talked to Lord Pan and still got paid
Ooh,
and talked. I
Mm,
mean,
I didn't
that's just a
think
thought.
of that.
I
No.
don't.
Politics
I
take a
like
long
that.
time.
no, I don't. Yeah, that's not honorable. I don't. Not for me, at least. I couldn't go along with that. Let's go talk to Counselor Pan. I think yes, it's odd that
Also, you agree with them. Great.
with who? No, I said I agree with you. Shouldn't take.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you, Vaughn. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. Let's go see
You all
Counselor
did
Pan.
see Valkyrie very clearly and distinctly talking
To
to
the air.
someone.
So, were you talking to me then, or just?
No, I wasn't.
No. Empty space.
Wasn't talking
Oh.
to you either, Nathaniel.
Okay.
You know.
Apologies.
No, we don't know.
No, sorry, we don't know.
I mean, you guys have to know. I mean, you guys know what I am. You've never noticed me just talking to my.
Oh, we've noticed you talking to yourself, but not.
I just thought it was kind of
Mm,
similar
just-
to Avi there, who's always talking to her
4.5
sword.
years.
Oh no,
Hey.
I'm not talking to a sword. I have
We're so
a
bad
Curie.
about talking to a sword. Oh,
You know, I understand you guys don't have one. It's a Kalashtar thing, I think. That's what my parents told me.
Why don't anyone who's really curious about this roll a nature check?
I was just going to say, with nature
Would
is
be it
okay.
nature. Or,
Yeah,
Nature.
Okay. Oh, I'm
Ah.
horrible. Okay.
You know, it talks to me, and
I'm looking
I,
for nature.
you know, kind of lets
I
me
have
know what it
I
wants
no
to know,
clue.
and
Wow.
Um,
I have no modifier.
Nathaniel, you definitely knew a Kalashtar back where you're from. And Sethan, you've at least read about them in books. But Quarry are spirits that are bound to Kalashtars. They are inseparable from them, well, hypothetically.
Right, I just forgot.
Yes,
I
your
remember.
what?
yes,
Forgive me. I have been hurtful to you without saying anything. I always thought of it as your invisible friend, and perhaps that is not the kindest term.
well, I'm not sure that, you know, they would like that, but I mean, I guess, you know, it's kind of, but they're there. It's not invisible, and it actually exists. But no, it's not hurtful. I haven't. If I was hurt, I wouldn't be hanging around. No, it's just unusual, and I understand that it's might be a bit strange.
One will say, I apologize. I often talk to my God, and I don't, but now that I understand what the nature of it, I apologize.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
it's
will
not.
respect.
It's not a god. It's
Oh, no, I know.
just someone
Spirit.
else that we happen to. Well, they happen to kind of share the same body as me, except I think and I walk, and I'm the one that controls the body, and it's a really strange thing. She'll giggle. We should probably go.
Okay. I
Sure.
certainly respect that.
Valkyrie
And
will
we'll
lead
go-
the way.
We'll go find Counselor Pond's office. Banging on doors as we go down the hallway. Counselor Pond! Counselor Pond!
No, the secretary directed you to check in with general reception.
Okay. We'll head to general reception. Is there a
Dude.
bell?
There is.
I shall ring it.
Oh,
Ding ding. And yeah, right there in front of you, human woman. Hello. Can I help you?
yes.
Are you checking in to see someone?
Well, I would guess that we should probably take care of our main thing first. We're here
Yes,
to
I
see
think so.
the mayor.
Oh, do you have an appointment?
We would like to make an appointment, possibly for now.
Oh, let me check.
Or at least sometime today, if at all
Mm-hmm.
possible.
Mm-hmm. Let me check. 1 second.
Sure.
And she start flipping through a like a basically like a huge card catalog kind of thing.
I wish I could too.
Okay. I can get you in to see the mayor
Good.
in
Great.
In a couple weeks.
That's not gonna work. Is there any way that you can let us know if there are any cancellations in his appointment? Or in their appointments, I mean?
Well, I can hand you a buzzer. No, I'm just kidding.
A pager will light up and
Hand
shake.
you a pager. You just wait over
It's a
there.
magical
Is there a
pager.
basket to put the pager in once it starts ringing?
Yes, right here. No. So I can yes. Hold on.
Sure.
And she walks away, walks around the desk, walks up the stairs, walks in through a door upstairs.
Well, that's elaborate. That's a lot of walking. You think they'd make it easier somehow?
And then comes out the door, walks back down the hall, down the stairs, and back behind the reception desk. Okay, how much time do you need?
I possibly like
Minutes?
half. Yeah,
5-10 minutes.
around there. Sure.
The mayor can fit you in for 15 minutes right now.
Perfect. That
Great.
works.
I'm starting the timer now.
Okay.
Run up the stairs.
Right?
Wow.
My speed is.
We just go upstairs and go through those doors.
Okay, everyone roll initiative. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a race.
I'm already running for the door.
Does anyone know haste?
Take a dash action. Okay, make a dexterity check to get up the stairs. Okay, no, yeah, you guys make it up to the door, open the door, and you're in quite a large office. And I need to pull up the picture. Gosh, I shouldn't even try to describe people without pulling up the picture. You see a very spiffily dressed elfin woman with a cape on the far side of the room in front of a large wall of bookshelves. And she places a book back on the shelf and turns around and says, welcome. How are you all today? What can I help you with? She sits down at her big chair behind her executive desk.
Yes. We are here to she's gonna look over to Vaughn.
Yes. We're here to hold on, let me just go to the right spot. We're seeking some information, and hopefully the mayor, we're hoping that you could be some of assistance.
Sure.
We're looking for a certain artifact. We've been commissioned to search out these items that have long since been lost, and maybe you can help. We're looking for a bronze rod, and we were told it was once in the possession or that an old mayor of this town, Mayor Grayer Flom.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
was once in knew the whereabouts or was in possession of it? Any possibilities you would know anything about that?
A bronze rod?
Yes.
This is a metalworking town. Do you have the specifications?
It has
Because I sure you can go purchase one.
It has unique markings to it.
yes.
Wait, do we have the thing that is the map that shows?
We should have the pin.
or the
You
pin. Or...
Nope. Allie has.
Allie
the-
has
Allie
the
has
pin.
Does Ali have the map
I'm
too?
gonna give
Oh,
that
yes.
a kick in the butt.
It would be something that was like this isn't
going
something
so
that
well.
would have been purchased. It would have been something passed down from the previous mayor.
Oh, well,
Possibly,
I
you
did
know,
just do a little bit of spring cleaning in
Sure.
the mayor's vault.
Okay.
I had a lot of things taken away for scrap.
Oh, okay.
Where were they taken?
To the salamander.
Oh, salamander. I mean,
You
I'm
gave
gonna
it to
assume
a
that we might know who that is.
Water lizard?
What?
A-
No. It's a district.
Okay.
Off of Lowtown. Are any of you from Silverstruck that you would know the way, or
I can take them there, but where are we going in Salamander?
to the smelter?
Okay.
Lovely.
They usually all scrap from around town is basically just piled up outside of the smelter. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
How long ago did you spring clean this out by chance?
About a week. About a week ago. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, there's a lot of stuff. You have about an 85% chance that this rod hasn't been melted down. 85% chance.
I believe we probably have 100% chance. None of these things are supposed to be destroyable by fire.
Things? I thought you were just looking for a rod.
One from you.
Special.
Yes.
Yes, we found other items. This is what on our list.
Oh, okay. That's
So-
very interesting. I wish I had more time to hear all about it. I love a good puzzle.
Yes.
Abby's gonna start walking around the room as everybody's having a conversation and see if she can see anything looks like a rod or something.
Sure.
and
Make an
then kind of-
investigation check.
Yeah. And then kind of an insight checker too.
Yeah.
For
Go ahead and
them.
do both.
Nice.
So nice
Um,
and not so nice.
She's honest. And then the investigation check. There's a lot of very interesting things. Lots of small clockwork gizmos and gadgets, like decorating the shelves and hanging on the walls and stuff. And you notice especially that what looks like a handmade pocket watch that's hanging on her coat. But no, nothing like a bronze rod.
Is her cane made out of bronze?
It is not. It is wood. She does have a
Wood.
what looks to be maybe a bronze ring on her right middle finger.
That is a very lovely ring.
Oh,
Is it a
thanks.
family heirloom?
No, gift from a friend. She blushes a little bit, looking down at it.
More than a friend.
Oh, I don't know. Hard to say.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I'm sorry. That is so cool, though. I had to find somebody.
Well, it's quiet, so
Oh,
Where's
It's okay.
Thanks. Can I help you with anything else?
I suppose we will be on our way. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you fitting us in.
Oh, no problem. Let me help you out. And she stands up and limps over to the door and opens it for you.
Waddle, are you all right? Is there a...
Oh, yes. Condition I was born with. Nothing too serious.
Unfortunate. Okay. I'm not skilled in alleviating that sort of thing, but I may be in the future, so I'll keep you in my thoughts.
Careful what you promise.
Indeed.
Well,
But thank you for your help, regardless.
good luck. I do hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you.
All right, and we scuttle out, and we'll probably... I want to be like, I suggest we maybe beat it to the smelting thing. Time maybe...
Is there a way we can go through another door or something so we don't have to like
See the dwarves again.
See the miners?
Yeah.
Again? Oh, the
Yeah.
masons. The masons.
Yeah, they're masons. No.
Dang
Nope,
it.
that's the door.
Okay. Okay. I'll go downstairs with everybody and let's go. But if we go outside and we see them, I'm just gonna like keep my head down and be like,
Fair pay for masons. Fair pay for masons. As we're going down the stairs. Next
Ah! One of them's a pirate.
Valkyrie will
Pirate
probably
Mason.
hurry her steps so the one doesn't ask her about talking to Pan right now since they didn't have the time.
He gives you a look, but doesn't
She's
press.
eyes ahead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
tell you we could have gotten paid.
Louder. Free pay for masons. Dang it. Fair pay for masons.
Yeah.
Guys, we have to work on that chant.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
The pirate wrote it. He keeps messing it up.
Free is fair.
He was a pirate until he tried to build a ship made of stone.
That's right. I knew I picked the wrong trade.
All right, on to the smelter.
Yep, you're clear of
Do-
the city hall.
Do we see Allie by chance on our way out?
You do. Allie seems to be sitting on a bench, smelling a flower that is in the flower pot next to them. Oh, yes. Hello. Did you find it?
It's likely in a giant pile of trash, which I am very excited about.
Oh, God.
But we do need to find, we'll at least have to dig
We
through.
need to go. We can talk and walk. Come on. Valkyrie will lead the way.
Yep. Where are we going?
To the smelter.
I'm gonna smell.
The smelter
Where is
at,
that?
At the
Low
salamander.
Salamander.
Town?
I have no idea where that is.
I'm leading
Low
you.
Town, she said.
Okay.
Back on the
Back to the funicular.
funicular.
I think I'm going to be sick.
You said, Allie, you told us that they could not be destroyed by fire. At the very worst, we'll just have Nathaniel get his armory tools out and hammer away all of the dross, I think they call it, from
Yes.
outside of the thing, and then you'll have it. It will be no issue at all. Unless
As
it
long
might
as
be
it doesn't
destroyed
fall
by
into
fire.
the hands of some of the most experienced smiths here, I think we'll be fine.
Oh.
It is.
Why?
It has a really good idea, and I'll be able to point to Seth. I mean, it would make it quicker, faster, easier.
So it is less indestructible than we were.
I mean,
led
yeah,
to
it
believe.
can be destroyed just by crude fire because it's been enchanted. There are people that are skilled at dealing with enchanted items, though,
That's
especially reforging enchanted items.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's not stand here talking then.
Okay.
Hey, walk and talk at the same time.
Yep.
Why did you not give us the stuff that we needed to make sure we didn't have like the map and pin, and like why did you just like leave us?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I really should have given those to you. That would have probably made your job so much easier.
You seemed quite a bit distracted. And
Yes. Well, so I went and met with my acquaintance, and they owed me a favor. And let's just say that I've got a setup for the night.
You don't wish to stay with Valkyrie's family this evening?
I don't like being a burden on people or overstaying my welcome.
I suppose I understand that. They certainly did not seem to be burdened, though.
Oh, well, people rarely say to your face that they are.
Right. So are we at the funicular?
Right, Avi?
mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I knew you'd understand. You guys have made it to the funicular station, or to the funicular, taking it down.
I'm just gonna have a big sigh.
Less people going down at this time of day in this direction. So not quite as crowded. Still swaying gently in the breeze, though, in your descent. So you do make it all the way down. And are you going to be leading them to the salamander then, Valkyrie? So you go back up past where your parents live, where the street starts to switch back up the mountain a little ways. This is mostly residential right here, but there comes a point where there's no buildings and the road is no longer cobbled. It is dirt. And it comes up and it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And the air hasn't changed. The weather hasn't changed. The sun isn't like super high in the sky right over you or anything like that. It's just getting really hot. And then you see it, a giant opening in the side of Inkwell Mountain. That is, well, why don't we do a nature check?
All right. All right, not bad. 15.
Okay. Not terrible.
That's a 17 for Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm. Vaughn, Sethin, and Valkyrie recognize this as a well, Valkyrie, you probably already knew what this was, but this is an old lava tube that can sometimes form when a volcano explodes out of its side. So yeah, this is a very large, circular, smooth-walled tube descending into the mountain. Gentle descent.
So it's not part of the smelter or anything like that. It's just an exposed vein of lava tube.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are there any smells coming up from below?
Yes.
I imagine if they're doing
The
smelting.
smell of very hot earth, melting metals, and sulfur and sweat. come up in a delightfully mingled scent.
All right, but it's just a sight on the way, so to speak. It's not where the smelter is, right? Or is it?
Valkyrie, you know that this is the entrance to the salamander.
Oh, no. This is where we go.
Oh, okay. We don't go in the lava tube, do we? No.
Yeah.
We go in
I
the
think we
lava
do.
tube?
Yeah.
How do
Does
we?
it seem weird?
I mean, this is like a big cavernous entrance.
Oh, there's no lava in the lava tube.
No,
is
no,
there?
no, no, no. This is an
Oh.
old lava tube.
Ah.
Old lava
Oh,
tube.
okay. All
We
right,
walk
pardon
through
my-
the lava.
Don't
Yeah.
be,
You
don't
guys are
be-
gonna have to go upgrade your items.
Don't
before
be
we
scared,
can
Vaughn. It's
make
fine.
any further.
Just
Fire
Just go
resistance,
down.
here we go.
We
Right.
wouldn't have it there if it was going to kill us right away.
okay. All right. Thank you. I
Yeah.
was concerned. It felt very hot.
Yep. You are all descending in then.
Yes.
After about
lovely, I
a
guess.
100 yards, you all are just dripping.
Can we leave now? I don't
We're-
want to be
we
here,
are
guys.
schwitzing.
You're-
You guys do
Takes your
this.
Those of you
ponytail,
that are
turns into a
wearing
bun.
metal
wearing-
armor
Yeah, I'm suffering.
are very uncomfortable.
This is
Um,
normal.
Vaughn, are you okay? You're looking a little pale. You all right? Do
Um,
you need to leave? I mean, we
I mean,
can't. I mean,
Y'all's
some of
leather
us,
armor's pretty uncomfortable too.
some of us have to go.
Yeah.
But I mean,
No, we'll go as a group. I'll persevere.
Are you taking your armor off, Vaughn?
No,
Okay.
I am going to.
Nathaniel, do you
Oh,
have
you
metal
crazy,
armor?
crazy.
No, I have studded
Okay.
leather.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Because yeah, you're a dex build.
Yep.
Makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So you guys continue. All of your hair is just wet, and rivulets of sweat are dripping off. And finally, you come to. It opens up even a little bit more, and all along the sides, built pretty much into the rock, are buildings, much different looking than those outside. For a lot of these are made out of metal, and look a little jury rigged, and maybe less permanent than some of the buildings outside.
Made out of metal.
I mean, there's people walking around in here too. So this is, you're by no means in a ghost town.
do I know, or is it clear where the piles are for the stuff?
Not immediately.
Okay.
And
Um,
you've never had any real reason to
sure.
come
no.
here.
no.
So,
Valkyrie would
want
try to
to.
find someone who looks in charge.
I mean, there's lots of busy people
Or,
here.
like someone who knows what they're doing down here.
Sure. It's most of the people that are down
Yes. Excuse me?
here. The lizard folk that you said that to really abruptly turns.
Oh.
Yes.
Goodness. We're looking for the smelter.
And the smelter. Can we help the soft one?
Yes. We're looking for the piles of discard for the smelter, the stuff
Yes.
that is waiting to be smelted.
Yes, the junk piles. Yes,
Correct.
the junk piles, soft one. They're down that way. If you just follow this path,
Okay.
just straight.
We'll
You
do.
go straight.
Hmm.
Yes. So
Yes.
straight. Okay, fleshling. So straight, that no
Yes.
sass. Straight, and you find that way. Okay, bye.
Before
Yeah.
Bye, hard one.
Yes. Oh, you flatter.
Particularly, we're looking for one that was just dropped off from the mayor's office.
I look like a cataloger to you?
You look like a very intelligent person, so I figured you would keep track of these things.
You haven't been here before, have you, Fleshling?
No, first time here.
Go, you see the piles. Bye-bye.
Farewell.
Nice lizard folk. One of the nicer
right
ones
back.
I've met. Right, let's lead on. We'll, Valkyrie leads on.
Okay.
Straight.
I'll just complain the
Yeah,
whole way.
straight. And you make, and again, if it was possible, it gets even hotter as you continue. And those of you who have not taken off any clothing, which is all of you, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, no. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
I need to make a saving throw on here.
Go to the main tab of your character sheet, and on the
Okay.
bottom right, it has your saves. You just click on one of those and drag it over. And
On the bottom right? Oh, there it is. Okay.
That is an 11 for Valkyrie. Right?
okay,
Yes.
great. Y'all did well. None of you feel faint, but you get the idea. If you don't do something to cool off, you are going to get faint.
Valkyrie will start. Valkyrie will take off her leather braces and her cloak as well, and fold them up and put them in her bag.
Okay.
That skin is actually starting to dry out. Instead of, whereas everyone's getting more sweaty,
fair
she's
enough.
going the opposite direction. So she takes one of her water skins and kind of like pours it all over.
Rehydrates.
Yeah.
Nathaniel would remove some of his armor. Just that way he could actually not pass out.
Airflow.
A little bit of airflow. Whatever air there is.
Very stuffy. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna start unbuttoning top buttons, rolling up sleeves, rolling up pant sleeves, and when she notices Sethan needing water, she'll offer her water skin to help
Thank you.
her out.
Thank you very much, Agni.
Vaughn, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. It's gotten even hotter as you ventured deeper.
Constitution. Don't want to fate.
Dun,
Saving
dun,
throw.
dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
16.
Good. You didn't pass out.
Okay.
But like everyone else, you are feeling like if you don't do something to get a little cooler, you probably will.
All right. As much as I hate to, I will take my armor off.
Okay.
I guess. Do I have rope? I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have rope. That's standard.
Yeah.
So I will tie it up and put it on my back.
Awesome. So you guys approach the end of the lava tube. You can actually see, kind of the back, the back of it, which is literally like shimmering because of the heat. And before that, sprawled out before you, is piles and piles and piles and piles of metal. And a shack. Kind of in the middle of all those piles.
Do we need to ask anyone, or can I just go? Do you think they would mind if I just went and looked? And maybe picked up a few things?
Valkyrie will go. Let me try the house. Valkyrie will go up to the shack and knock on the door.
Avi's just gonna stop and sit down, crisscross applesauce, and take off her chain shirt. She does have a regular shirt on underneath, just to clarify.
A blue dragonborn head pops around the corner and goes, "Yes."
Hi. My name's Valkyrie. Me and my friends are looking for something that might have been brought into one of these piles out here to be awaiting smelting. Would you mind if we looked for it?
Oh, help yourselves. I mean, I do have to say, the we typically divide things up as they come here.
Okay.
Anything that has any residual magic on it, we kind of set aside, and then some of the master smiths, if you will, come by and have their pick.
Well, that's
of,
actually
of
what
those
we're
items.
looking. That's actually what we would be looking for. Do you have anything left, or have they already picked them up?
Let's see. The last shipment I got in was
It would have been
ago,
how
and
long ago?
2 days. 2
Okay.
days ago was the last shipment that I got in.
Okay.
Everything that has been set aside has been snatched up. So I don't have anything in reserve.
All right.
If you're looking for something that was magical, then chances are it's been bent out of shape.
Would Valkyrie, Andrew, would Valkyrie know the magic, the forges that work with magic here in the town?
Not off the top of your head.
Wonderful. Could you tell me, do you have any regulars? Is it every, could you tell me the people that usually come to pick things up from you? These
Sure.
magic
I mean,
items.
Yeah. We got a Gemnura. She's a dwarven smith, and she lives, or her forge is over over to the left there, on the other outside the fence. And then in the other direction is a Ergiad. He's a dragonborn like myself. Makes us proud. He's an old timer. Good taste though. Gemnura's innovative. And if we had to, the only person that I remember seeing in the last month, because they all disappeared to work on their stuff.
Right.
The only person I remember seeing in the last month was Alter. And he's a little strange. He's past Gemnura to the left there.
You mentioned Erkiod. Where is his shop at?
Oh, to the right.
To the right. Okay.
Keep walking that way until there's no one else.
Okay. You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll leave.
Good luck.
Are these things spoken for, laying around here?
Oh, goodness gracious. It's all junk. Take what you want.
Thank you ever so much. Oh my goodness, you have made me so happy.
Basically, any metal item or metal part of an item that might have some dings, dents, or have been thrown away for some other reason you can find here. So why don't you select up to 5 items that you can fit in your bag that stand out to you from amongst the pile. I'll let you have creative license over that.
Excellent. I'll pick up a copper teapot. I imagine that the spout has been bent closed.
Yep.
There's a kind of some big cog pieces that look like the teeth have gotten offset, perhaps from some kind of clockwork or pocket watch. Then there is kind of like some ends of wire, like clippings of wire that have been kind of all soldered together at one end, kind of like fan shaped. And then I imagine that there's like a cast iron poker, like a fire poker that's been broken off in the middle. And then I really should be writing this down as I go. And then a toast rack that's just looks burnt.
Excellent.
Yep.
You pocket your treasures. And now what, players?
So what did you find, Ethan?
So many things. She's like hurriedly stuffing them into her bag. But I know we do need to hurry. Thank you for letting me look.
No problem.
Allie, are you okay?
No, I'm not. It's very hot here, and he will faint.
Oh no! I'll rush up to him. I'm sure I have a thing of water, and I'll spritz some water on his face.
Yeah, he kind of comes. I go on without me. I'll only slow you down.
Should we carry
You
it?
guys
wait
thought Albie
here.
was dramatic.
An insight check on that. I'm sorry. I have to roll an insight on that. Go on without me. Okay, I didn't roll good. Never mind.
I mean, golly, he must not be feeling real well.
Holy gee, mister.
I didn't do much better.
Should we
Gosh,
carry
he's
him?
dying.
If we carry him, we're all going to faint.
Vaughn, could we
just...
make a sled of your armor, perhaps?
Why don't we just
drag
come
him?
back to get him? We'll have to go back through here.
I'll
would
just
be
lay
best?
against the fence.
Will he overheat?
Staying in the heat does not.
Well, we're not leaving the heat, right, Andrew? We're still staying in.
We're still in the heat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we still. Yeah. We have to go to see these places.
Just
Get
the rod.
I would ask Allie, can I see the pin? That way we can identify markings for the rod.
Good idea.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
Why?
The pin's made out of iron.
Could I see the map then?
Sure.
Wait, I don't understand how that won't work out if it's made out of iron.
It'll get hot in your hand.
Everything is hot down here, Allie.
Yeah. Here's the map.
Thank you.
Take a
I mean, unless a few of us want to take him back, but otherwise.
How come? I really don't want to be here.
If you can handle him by yourself, unless someone's going with you, I'm going to continue on.
Okay.
I'll continue on as well.
Great. Go ahead and make a strength check for me, Avi.
Oh, I'm so faint too.
No. You're not faint. You just have to take a lot of rests, and about halfway, at least what you think is halfway out, you start wondering, why did I do this? All right, we'll cut to everyone else.
Regretting my decisions right
Where
now.
Where are you headed?
I would say probably Gymnora first.
Okay.
Do you think there's a bathroom on the way?
The dragonborn pops. Yeah, we got an outhouse right over there.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that is where we will take our bio break. For those of you just tuning in, we take a 10-minute bio break in the middle of our sessions in order to, well, take care of our biological needs, be that
Yes.
water, food,
It's
or
important.
other things.
Snacks, brownies.
Overheating.
Brownies, yes, brownies.
They're brownies.
You missed that? Yeah, I'm gonna go get some ice cream. Are we doing a drawing now, or are we doing all that at the end?
Well, we haven't had anything yet.
Okay.
There haven't been any bit donations or hype trains. I'm
Oh,
keeping an eye on
dear.
chat. So, I mean, chat, this is your challenge. To get
Give
those.
us an opportunity to give stuff away, please.
Yeah. I mean, and the chances are really good. So if you do the 500 bits, which the raffle for that is, you get a free customized character illustration, black and white, from myself. And then,
Worth it.
yeah, for sure. So if you do the 500 bits, there's no competition right now. So, you know, you do you.
All right. Well, we'll see you all in 10 minutes. Until then.
All right. See you in 5 minutes. Monster hot.
Do I spy a Cheeto? Nice.
I needed something. This was all I could find for snack wise. It's like, okay, I found something at least.
I didn't know you can see this. I've been eating the little chow mein fried noodle things that you're just supposed to have as topping.
Love it.
Let's say, aren't those just toppings?
They're good as just a snack too.
I went to a group went to a Chinese restaurant that would bring those out. Like instead of because I know we're not muted. Sorry. Pat's just trying to be considerate.
Okay.
But would bring those out like how some restaurants bring out bread. They'd bring out a big bowl of those with a bowl of sweet and sour sauce.
Nice. Done that before.
I'm eating cookies and cream ice cream. It's like I'm literally addicted to the flavor. It's really, really good.
One of the best flavors.
Oh, how can you go wrong with it?
I can't have it that much anymore, but it's one of the best flavors.
Glad you agree. For a while, I tricked myself into thinking that my favorite ice cream flavor was chocolate chip cookie dough, which is good, but man, I always come back to cookies and cream. Chat, what is your favorite ice cream flavor and why? Feeling the chat's getting.
And I don't know if they have the Bluebell where y'all are, but they have like I think it's called like a cookie two-step or something like that, and so it has cookies and cream, ice cream, and chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh my
But like
gosh.
chocolate chip cookie dough in chocolate ice cream, and they're like both all combined. Yeah,
Wow.
because why have one when you could have more than one?
I mean, there's something to that. I actually think the best ice cream that I've ever had, there's this dairy in New Jersey called Halo. And it it makes a cookies and cream using a mint ice cream as the base.
Ooh,
Oh man, it's
That's
so
really good.
Best ice cream I could remember having was when I was 8 on a field trip to the Brahms dairy factory.
Mm.
We had a tour and everything, but they had all different kinds of flavors set out that were just made.
Mm.
Like the ice cream was just made, frozen, just at a certain temp. It was any one of the flavors were just amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Being that fresh, that it was created and everything. It was one of the best ice creams ever.
and if it's like if they just made it then it'll be like perfect consistency too, like not completely frozen
Yep.
all the way yet. That's awesome. Danny Phantom Cherry Garcia is also an excellent pick. I love like fruit chocolate combo for ice cream as well.
And you got to give it up for the classic Rocky Road old school RPG. I hear you. Just me as I scrape my bowl out.
Steph, do you have a favorite frozen dairy or non-dairy product?
Yeah, I of course haven't eaten any like ice cream for a few years. But I have had some great non-dairy ice creams that I can't. Let's see here. Trying to think of their names. I mean, there's a lot of different ones, but I've had some that are just super, super good. So delicious, it's pretty good. Oh, I think it's not a new. Yeah. Is that it? No, that's not the right one. Maybe it is. Yeah, I've had that one before. So not a Moo is a really good non-dairy alternative. So is Coconut Bliss, which is made with coconut milk. Yeah, I think those are the two that I've had that I like the most.
Power of Dreams brought to you by Notamu. We wish.
We would. It would be super fun for all of our adventurers to go to an ice cream parlor.
That would be pretty fun. Dear God,
Or like,
who would be the ice cream person?
or like if it was like a froyo place where it's like you get to pick all the different flavors you want in your bowl and then all the different toppings.
Are you talking just with Power of Dreams, Andrew, or for everyone in the entire?
For what?
For who would be the? You said who would be the ice cream person? Oh, you mean in your world, not like?
Yeah, I was here going like, oh God, now they're gonna do that.
Resigning an NPC.
Better
Yeah.
start writing. Start writing.
Well,
See,
so
they just
how
need
I
one,
have all
two.
my NPCs is I have a name, if they have a guild affiliation, race, gender, if they have an adventurers class, and then I have what they actually do blank. So I can very easily grab somebody who's associated with a particular guild and just plug them in where I need them.
That's a cool way of doing it.
That way I don't have to do too much work creating the actual setting that they're in, because I'm really good at BSing setting if I need to.
So you find
I don't-
BSing setting easier than BSing characters?
I do. Coming up with names on the fly is not my thing. I can come up with characters on the fly, but their names are always really awkward. Like, which works maybe
Sometimes.
once, maybe twice in a campaign, but certainly not more than that.
Sure.
Steve, Joe, Mary, Sarah, Letitia. I mean, there's only so many. But I like them sounding fantasy-esque and being race appropriate because I'm that kind of a D&D nerd.
That's how I roll,
Melissa sent me a message that she might be a few minutes late, so if it has been 10 minutes, let's go ahead
Sounds good.
and get to it. Are we live? I mean, I know
Yes,
we're
yeah.
already live, but okay. So you guys are, we're just deciding who you wanted to go chat with. It sounded like you were leaning towards Gemnura.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys walk over to her place, and it is you actually get a good look, and there is two vents at the top of this little kind of ramshackle building, one of which is spewing smoke, a heavy smoke, and the other which is venting steam. Um, and yeah, door's closed. There's like a little peep slot in it.
Um,
Other than that, again, it's a very nondescript place.
sure. Valkyrie will go up and knock on the door.
Um,
Hi.
yes.
Shimnora.
Uh-huh.
We were at the smelter. Well, we were at the scrap place earlier, or just a few minutes ago, and
Uh-huh.
he mentioned that we were looking for an item that might have been accidentally gotten thrown out.
Mhm.
So we were. It's a.
Hold on. Shh. And you hear banging and hissing and stuff from inside. Trev's like, shh. Yeah, okay, sorry.
It's okay. It's a possibly magic item. And so we were
Mhm.
checking to see if maybe you might have picked it up 2 days ago or in that time period.
That's
It's
a
a
pretty vague description.
well, it's a metal rod.
Bronze.
Bronze?
Bronze rod.
Right.
It
Might
has
have some.
some.
Go ahead.
It has some markings on it. Nathaniel, can you show
Hold
her
out the
map?
map and show the markings that it would have similar markings.
Those are weird.
Yes.
Yes, they are. We were
No, I haven't seen anything like that before.
insight.
Inside.
Inside check.
Inside.
Group inside check.
We're inciting everybody.
I call BS.
I don't
Oh,
believe
boy.
you.
Yes, save us.
That
I shall
is
save us.
not that good with her. 14 total.
As you gaze into the hazel eyes that are looking out at you from this little peep slot, you can definitely see them twitch at that if you rolled higher than a 12.
Anyone else want to kind of step in, help deal with this?
Seth kind of like shoulders Nathaniel up towards the front.
Are you sure that you haven't seen this item? Because you're not making it very convincing.
Okay, I saw it.
Do
I
you
wanted
have
it. No. Nope. Stupid. Durdar gives Ergia the first pick of everything.
Oh,
Snatch that up quick.
Airkia?
got it. So you unfortunately didn't get the item, but you recognize what we're describing.
It was
Oh,
here.
sure. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's about 2 inches diameter, about 4 feet tall. I mean, guesstimation, but
No, that sounds about right. You've been very helpful, thank you. She'll give her a gold.
oh. Thanks.
Yeah, appreciate the
Thank you
information.
for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll Valkyrie will walk away.
Doesn't even. Well, I was going to give some spiritual advice, but that's all right.
If you want to still try, you can.
The closed door.
No, he
Lon
closed
walks
the door
up to
on
give
me.
a pamphlet
Okay.
close. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Lon's looking to be different than any paladin on the Madburn streaming family.
Oh man.
All right, let's get the heck. Well, we got to find out where this person is, right? What was the name? I didn't catch.
Argon?
Ergiad.
Ergiad was the okay. It was the middle guy. Okay, the Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get our way to Ergiad.
Yeah, we can go back. There is, yeah, I guess that would be the best.
No, if you had something on your mind.
Well, no, there's one more just past. Someone named Adder. The
weird one?
Yes. I mean, I guess that we can go back and go that way. I just didn't want to. We do have a name, so I'm sure we can. I'm sure
we could come back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to
it.
talk. I mean, I'm not saying that I need to talk to them. I'm just saying that that was a name that they mentioned. But since Janora said Ergiad,
You're assuming that is the only other abode you can see constructed around here. And it's not that far away. Ergiad's, is probably about a 3 football fields walk.
Yeah, it's a while. So maybe you said we can see Adder. We can see another build structure.
It's not too far.
Let
it's
me
not
just
too far.
let's just stop and just make sure. And we can ask him this. We don't have to say that we know where that we were given Ergiad's name, and just see what they want to do, or what they. I'm sorry.
What they know.
That was
What they know.
Stephanie thinking and getting.
Plus, we can get
mixed
his.
up.
We can get his opinion of Ergiad. We can get his opinion of Ergiad as well.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
All
We'll
right.
go up to the other structure
Okay.
and knock if the door is closed or if no one's outside.
And no one's outside. You knock, and the door opens sweepingly, and there is a human male. You can't really tell too clearly his features because he has soot caked all over him. And he goes, "Yes."
Hi. My name is Valkyrie.
Huh?
Are you Adder?
Yes, I am.
Good. We were at the scrap piles earlier, and we were looking for an item that is enchanted, and that would have accidentally been brought to the scrap piles. And so the person there said that you would be a good person to check with to see if maybe you came by to, and grabbed it.
Oh, I'm sure I have it. Come on in.
Well, I mean, I would, I can just wait for you out here. I don't mind the heat. If you
No,
wanna
all
check.
of you, come in.
What do I see inside the door past him? Andrew?
It's a strange mix. There's a giant vent in the middle of the room, like natural vent that hot air is just blasting out of. And it looks like he's found some way to harness this to do detail work with metal. So there's like this weird contraption-y thing. The far corner, there's a strange shrine. Maybe? With a couple dolls on it. And then there's another door towards the back, which you'd assume would lead to another room.
Sure. It feels really hot in there.
Yes, it is.
I feel like me and my friends are already. A few of my friends are very exhausted. We might not be able to stand the heat inside your house.
Oh, well, I can turn it down a little bit.
You'd probably have to turn it off, and I wouldn't ask that of you as someone in your profession.
Well, what specifically are you looking for? Maybe I can go look for you.
It's a rod that's 2 inches in diameter, around 2 inches in diameter, around 4 foot tall, has some strange markings on it, and she'll kind of motion towards Nathaniel.
Holds out the markings.
Yes.
Those would be on the rod, and of course it is enchanted.
Yes, ancient language of the occult, that is.
Do you understand it?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. It would take me quite a while to decipher that. But if I don't have to say so myself, I have been able to replicate it with many of my items.
The writing. Yes.
Yes.
What good does replicating it do if you can't read it?
Oh, I mean, power. Words have power, you know. Especially words in the old occult language.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, so that's what it would look like.
Okay. I definitely have it.
Could we see it?
Yes, why don't you all come in? I'll just pop into the back room.
Could you bring it to the door, please? Could we, as I said, my friends...
Oh, it's very heavy, and as you can see, I'm not very strong.
But how did you get it here?
Oh, I hired someone to carry it for me.
Oh, you don't have anyone else that's working with you right now?
No.
You could roll it. It is a bar. You could probably roll it on the floor.
I can't fit it through a doorway. It's long.
If you just put it on its end and just kind of scooch it down and then
Again,
do the same.
It's very heavy.
And then roll it out.
Why don't you all come in? Come in. He takes some steps back from the door, turns away, and walks.
Valkyrie's going to look back at the rest and, help.
What if we had someone stand in the doorway and make sure this door stayed open?
What's special about that door? I don't.
I wasn't speaking with you. I was merely speaking with my friend here. Apologies.
He opens the door in the back of his space, and it swings away from him in the pitch black, and the darkness just swallows him as he walks into it.
Yeah, I don't want to go in there, guys.
Oh no! He hears what's no! You please do not come in here. Just into the forge room. This is my private sanctum. Please don't come in.
If it looks like you might have some trouble, would you mind if I helped you with seeing what you were looking for?
Fun.
I was going to cast light so we could see what the heck he was doing.
Oh no, I can see just fine, thanks.
I don't like this guy at all.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I love him, but
many species can see in the dark. It's not that.
You can go ahead and try casting light if you want, though, Vaughn.
Well, he said he had it, so I wanted to roll an insight to see if I believed
Sure.
that he had it. That's one thing I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Insight.
Oh boy.
He's got it.
I'm in. I walk
Yes,
in.
you walk into the room. Good.
I give the map to one of them, and I will go into the room.
Is anyone else going in? This is just the first room. He's told you not to follow him into the darkness.
Seth is actually kind of curious about the dolls sitting over on the shelf.
Okay, very good.
So she hands the map to Vaughn and goes over to look at the dolls.
Uh-huh.
I guess Vaughn will be the one to post up at the door and make sure that the door leading out does not close.
Oh, Valkyrie's
Okay.
staying by the door.
Valkyrie's like,
All right, if you go by the door, sure, why not? I'll go in. How big is the room?
It's about 20 feet by 20
Don't leave
feet.
me out here.
Like it's a
Okay.
decent sized space. You're not cramped in here. Seth, why don't you go ahead and roll your choice, religion or arcana?
They're the same for me. I'll go religion because you said it looks like it's maybe a shrine.
This is not a shrine to any deity you know. You'd assume maybe this individual has formed some sort of a pact with a powerful entity.
Ah.
And
Sure saw that
that requires him to act out some kind of a ritualistic thing at this station.
What do the dolls look like? What are they made out of? Are they like tiny robots or?
No, so they are very, very worn cloth, almost kind of Raggedy Ann kind of dolls, one of which is dressed like a little girl and one of which is dressed like a little boy.
Seth makes a very sad face and turns around and looks at Nathaniel and Vaughn, and she's just like,
Valkyrie's going to speak to Sethan's mind.
"Oh gosh, has she done this before?"
I mean, we were in school together for like 4 years, so probably. Please be careful.
Seth doesn't say anything out loud, but she like nods very.
You can actually
very,
respond
vigorously.
back to her.
Oh, sweet, sure. I'll say absolutely, dear heart, I will be.
You're a loud bang from the darkness. I'm okay.
Good, because we weren't coming in to find out.
Good. Please don't come in here.
We won't. No worries.
Good. I've
Curiosity.
almost got it.
Curiosity is going to get the best of me. I will cast light into the room with him. It's a cantrip, and it's oh no, actually it's a racial trait. I get that for free. It's a freebie.
Yeah.
20-foot radius and bright light in 20-foot radius, and dim light for another 20 feet.
Great. Do you just cause it to try to appear?
I can target an object, and I will target him.
You can't see him.
Oh, okay.
Because it is dark. Like, again, pitch black. Like, it looked like something, like darkness swallowed him as he walked into the back.
All right, the last visible point I see going into that room, maybe the doorway or the door.
There's now very bright light in front of you. You kind of move it up, down a little bit, but none of the light penetrates the darkness.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Okay.
I don't
His
like
head
this.
sticks out. Wow, that's bright. Okay, so
Yes.
is this what you're looking for? And then he kind of gets back in, and you hear like a loud scraping and dragging, and he pulls a rod out into the floor and boom, drops it down, and it does have lots of markings on it that look similar to the ones on the map at first glance.
Is
I'd
it
like to inspect the rod? if it's bronze.
Okay.
The type of metal it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah.
Go for it. You're the expert. Get
What would I-
advantage.
What would I roll for that? Just insight or what?
Intelligence or
DM.
What would I be rolling, Andrew?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay.
Yeah.
So advantage. How do you roll with advantage?
The bottom left
mhm.
of Fantasy Grounds, there's a little button that says ADV.
Okay.
Yep.
Click
got
that,
that clicked.
before you roll,
Got
and
it.
then go over and drag the
Got it. Okay.
Double 11s.
Nice.
How does that work?
Wow. Yeah. This is probably a bronze alloy.
But not pure bronze. Okay.
hmm.
Mm,
Let me see what all I have. I don't have anything that would tell us like what kind of magic it has or if it has anything
I hate
That'd be Arcana.
for magic. Okay,
I
could
can
I
do a
could I do that?
Yeah, you can do an Arcana
Right.
check.
Does the marking seem similar to what's on the map, or what was on the map?
You haven't looked
That I've seen.
closely, but like a casual glance, it looks similar. Yeah.
Beth can't tell anything at all about any kind of magic or if there is any magic.
All right. Why not? I hate to burn off. Well, why not? I'll just converse with everybody in general. The rod we're looking for, just refresh me. It's supposed to have magical properties, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes,
I
that's
will-
what Ali said.
I will cast Detect Magic,
Okay.
a level 1 spell for the duration for 10 minutes. Anything within 30 feet of me.
Oh gosh.
This room might light up like a Christmas tree, but
Yes, there's a lot of magic in here, especially from that room you can't see into.
let me see. And I do learn the School of Magic.
You see a faint blue aura around the rod. I forget what colors match up to which schools. You know that it's divination magic on the rod. But if you look over at the map, it's abjuration.
So it doesn't match up.
It's not the same school of magic.
Okay. I will sort of look back to Nathan and Sethan and just give them a slight no.
Sethan points over her shoulder at the altar thing to see if you can see anything about that.
All right. All right. Seeing that, I will peer over to the altar to see if Detect Magic picks anything up with that.
Yes, DM.
Yes. So you see the dolls actually standing up and looking at you, and behind them it seems like there's little like lines of magic coming up off of them, and behind them there's just a giant magical eye in the corner.
Seeing that, I will, you know what?
Mm-mm.
The time for coziness is over. We need to leave now.
This is your rod. Take it.
I simply
Take
cannot.
it.
I just nod my head no that Nathaniel and Sethan like
Back was already backing away from the door.
don't even go near that thing.
Is
So
Valkyrie already backing away from the door?
go ahead.
I mean, she was in the door frame before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she probably would.
Slam.
Well, I guess it's not
Are you
what we're
sure you
looking
don't
for.
take it? I don't need it. You can have it. Whatever.
No,
I'm,
thank you.
It's fine. Thank you.
I'm terribly sorry. This heat is just too much for me. I already have taken off my armor, and I really need to get out of here. I'm sorry. We'll come back later.
Well, if
with
someone
maybe-
else may pick it up, we can take it outside.
Well, we'll come back. I really need to leave right now. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry for bothering you and taking up your time, but I really need to go. I'm going to probably pass out,
All right.
and I will
I would go to help Vaughn out of the room.
Seth,
Okay.
Seth
No, that's
goes to
good.
the other side of him as well.
Oh, okay. Ooh, this is good. I'm so glad you guys did that.
Oh my
So
God,
I want
yeah.
you all to roll
Here we go.
a no. Yeah. A strength saving throw.
Is this both in and out of the house, Andrew?
Strength saving throw?
Nope, this is just those that are in the house.
Okay.
The range ends at the door frame.
10 for one.
Okay,
Nathaniel, 21.
Hunted
Nice.
to the window.
13. Okay, so shadowy tendrils erupt from the floor and grab a hold of Vaughn and Sethin, restraining you. And Nathaniel, you manage to jump out of the way or struggle free or something, but in the process, you've let go of the others. And then he kind of makes another motion, and you are pushed out of the room, and the door slams shut.
Oh,
That's not.
uh,
No.
Nathaniel.
Well, Sethin and Vaughn, of course, are the ones hearing this. Well, at least I have a female and a male.
Oh,
Vaughn, this is very bad. Did you see what was on the table altar shelf over there? I'm afraid for what's going to happen next.
Come. And the two dolls jump down from the table.
All right, do we get any kind of action here or no? Just
Yeah. If you'd like to make another, I haven't put you in initiative yet for a reason.
Okay.
But if
Does
you'd
the
like to
door-
make another strength save, if seeing the dolls jump down from the table freaks you out. I mean, Vaughn, you're still seeing through detect magic.
Right.
So as the dolls come near, this eye kind of leans out, and you see part of a very large, monstrous face, kind of coming out as well. And you see those lines that are connected to the dolls connect to these big fingers that start coming through the wall too.
All right. Strength save for your life.
Do the door swing out or
Man, Sethin, you
Vaughn.
break free, and so the scene before us right now is this. Adder is in front of, like, in the doorway of this darkness with this rod kind of at his feet. Vaughn is restrained in front of him. Sethin, you've escaped beyond and are now between them and the door out.
Mm-hmm.
And the dolls are walking over from the corner. That's all you can see, Sethin. But Vaughn, you can see this other large entity following them and controlling them.
is that through
Does
a
the door-
window that he sees this? I'm sorry.
Hmm?
Is that through a window that he sees this, Vaughn, or did he open the door? I mean, not Vaughn.
is
Never mind. I was
restrained.
thinking
Yeah, no,
Nathaniel. Never mind.
No.
Yeah. So let's switch to Nathaniel and Valkyrie. The door
This is
just slammed shut.
the door swing in or out? Like which way did it
It had swung in, so it closed behind you as you
All
went out.
Well, seeing that, I will grab my gun and try to kick down the door.
Okay. Go ahead. Strength check.
Please be better than me.
Back not saving throw. Wait, am I doing that right?
Flashback to Seth and Vaughn. The dolls are growing in size and are about medium size now.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh, very good. Roll. Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d6.
So I just roll a d6.
Yeah, just roll d6 and we'll add it.
Good.
Good. 17. So the door is made out of metal.
Of course.
Of course.
And you do get it to budge a little bit, though. A little bit enough for someone with a small enough hand maybe to reach around.
Valkyrie can try.
Oh, okay. Why don't you make a sleight of hand check? The dolls are the female doll has taken up a position in front of Vaughn, and the male doll is approaching you, Seth.
Can I do something?
Sure.
Cool. Can I cast? Oh, I think I have to if they're not next to each other anymore. Dang it! I was gonna see if I could cast Entangle, but if there's
then, the warlock Smith takes the fiddle out and starts playing like a jig.
Devil went down to Georgia. Got it.
And yes, and the Vaughn and the female doll start dancing. And the male doll gracefully bows to you and extends its arms in invitation.
Let me just really quick. Okay. Against her better judgment, Seth reaches out and takes the hand of the creepy cloth doll. I don't know very many dances from the surface.
You are very quickly snatched up and spun around. Why don't we flip back to Valkyrie? What'd you do for that sleight of hand?
17 total.
Beautiful. You're able to kind of get your hand in there and flip the lock and open the door. And you see Vaughn and Seth dancing with medium-sized Raggedy Ann dolls. While the Smith is playing a fiddle. And
that is terrifying. Terrifying.
That is terrifying.
Valkyrie's going to try to get the mind link should still be active between her and Sethan. Sethan, are you okay? Do you need to stop dancing? This is not. We need to leave.
I would like to leave, but Vaughn is still held by the whatever is holding him to the floor, and I'm afraid if I do not complete the dance, that it will hold him.
Okay, don't struggle. We're almost done.
Don't finish the dance.
Excuse me, sir.
And does the final dramatic pull, and then Seth and Vaughn are released. And the dolls shrink back and hop over to the altar, and that large entity sinks back into the wall until it's just the eye looking over the altar.
What the hell was that?
I'm sorry. It's a condition of my pact. I can't dance with both at the same time and play the fiddle.
Adder, let me give you some advice. If you wanted someone just to dance with your dolls, you should have asked. Who knows?
Yes.
Maybe one of us
We could have attacked.
would have danced. But when you force people to do things, it's not only frightening to them, but also you're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, I'm not worried. Anyway, this isn't the rod you're looking for. It snaps
No.
and it just kind of poofs. I'm a great forger, though. I did see it. I'm pretty sure Ergion has it. So thank you so much for your time. Yep. Have a nice day.
Good day to you, sir.
Into that darkness.
If the mental link is still active, Seth asked Valkyrie, is there someone in their authorities we could report this to, or
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Jesus. Thank you, God.
Okay, well, bye.
And Vaughn will actually do that. He will say a little thank you prayer to his God.
Consider getting out more, okay?
Seth leaves as quickly as she can.
Yep. You guys get out the door.
Nathaniel was at the door aiming his
Right,
rifle at the violin at him at that time until he.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I needed.
Bye-bye.
All right.
So, door
It will
closes
still
behind
be
you, and you look
cocked
down and you see a dwarven woman standing on that place that who you're assuming is Gemnara.
Yeah.
And she's like, you went into Mad Adder's house?
Well, they did. I was.
They did.
Yeah.
As we're walking by, I'm like, thanks for the word of warning.
Should we?
I didn't.
Well, she didn't
told
know.
you where the rod was.
I know.
What?
We just thought that we would just check. Should we? Is there anyone? Should we? Does he need help?
I mean, yes, but probably more than any of the authorities in town can help him with. He doesn't. He literally has to trick people into doing that. It's part of his pact.
Oh.
He didn't seem.
Otherwise,
violent.
I think his patron will devour him or something like that.
Sad.
Anyway, I don't know.
Ooh.
I try to steer clear of the guy personally.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why he set up shop right there. Sorry, if I hadn't been so busy before, I would have been a little bit more explicitly clear not to visit my neighbor.
No, I don't. I don't think any of us really blame you. Okay, well, again, thank you.
Thank you for your concern.
Well, I'm
we
just
are well.
glad to see y'all came out. Doesn't always happen. And then with that, she just turns around and goes back into her shop and closes the door.
I wonder what happens if they don't come out.
Yeah, we'll check this out.
Seth, why don't you make an intelligence check? Straight up.
Oh.
Vaughn, you can do this too.
That
Intelligence
is a 22 total.
No,
check.
just Seth and Vaughn.
Oh, okay. I think you said Valkyrie. Okay.
No,
I think.
yeah, Seth, you don't remember this, but Vaughn, you do from your heightened and alarmed state of being grappled and forced to dance with a giant doll. That throughout the entire song, the doll's mouth had gotten into a wider and wider smile until it looked like it was opening against the stitches.
Which means
Seth is really glad she doesn't remember that.
oh man, yeah, we're going to yeah. Vaughn is now convinced we're going to have to tell somebody about this.
I mean,
Yeah, I fear that some souls are trapped within those dolls.
what would they do?
Well, they're trapped.
But I mean, telling someone, what would they do?
I would. In Vaughn's mind, he will probably check with the nearest temple and alert them to warlock activity.
They're not going to kill him, are they?
Perhaps they could, if there are if there are people stuck within those dolls, maybe they could free them somehow. would be a horrid existence.
Well, it's also a horrible existence to be saddled to something that would make you do that.
Or perhaps the temple can help him.
Maybe.
He might be under the influence of whatever it was behind that.
Let's put a pause on all of you and flip over to Avi and Allie. Allie seems to be rousing a little bit as you're maybe 3/4 of the way up now. And he's like, oh, it's so much cooler here. Oh, Avi, did you carry me all this way?
Hell no.
Who did?
I don't know. She just wants to get the heck out of it.
Oh, well. Anyway, thank you for getting me out of there.
You're welcome.
Why are you even with these people? You seem the most normal out of the lot of them.
Huh.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Finally, somebody who thinks I'm normal.
Who wouldn't think you're normal?
I mean, everybody else. I mean, I talked to my
Why?
sword, so.
I talk to every artifact I come across. It's not strange. I think it's perfectly normal and a sign of intelligence.
Really?
Absolutely.
Nobody ever thought that I was very smart. I always laughed at everything that I did growing up. Thank you.
It sounds like you just didn't have people around that could appreciate you.
Yeah. But despite our differences, they're my friends. I still like them. They're cool.
Understandable. Whew. Well, I guess they're down there dealing with that. Do you want to, I don't know, go to a pub?
I want a shower.
Ooh,
Leave.
I mentioned that I got us hooked up for the night.
Yes,
remember?
Please tell me there's like a bath or something, please. This is just disgusting.
It's actually right near here. See how the path continues? Okay. Literally, if we just go around this bend, we're going to be at the finest luxury hot springs in all the archipelago.
Okay. Wait,
and
are you?
I have us free passes.
Yay! She's like so excited.
I mean, I have passes for everyone else, but they'll figure out where we are.
I mean, I'm sure they'll come back up when they find the thing, right? I mean,
sure. Maybe we should leave them a note.
It's not taking too long of time.
Hey, you!
Isn't it just
he yells out to someone who's walking by. A lizard folk. Yes? Fleshling? Yes? We have some friends down there. Would you be willing to take them a note for us? Apparently. I'm sorry, that didn't answer my question. Apparently, there's so many questions from soft people today. Yes. Kurt, take your note. I know who you're talking about. Bye-bye. And Allie scribbles out a quick note and hands it to Kurt. All right, let's go over to those hot springs. You guys get there. There's actually a place where you can take a cool shower first.
I'd probably take that first and be like, oh.
Totally, yeah. Allie opts for that too. And then, your choice of hot springs just kind of all up this slope. Basically like jacuzzi size, like little jacuzzis.
Kind of like a nice one. I'll do the hot springs that's closest to where we came from because I kind of want to keep an eye out for everybody else.
There is another person in there but the steam's kind of clouding
Okay.
your view of them. They go, "Oh, hello." They
Me.
kind of wave, and you see that it's Mayor Krona.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Daily
Good.
soak, good for the the joints.
I didn't realize you were in here. I'm sorry. Would
No,
you
no,
like me
no.
to?
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Do you did you guys have any luck finding what you were looking for?
Actually, I ended up coming back up with Ellie, and everybody else is down there finishing
Oh,
it.
fair enough. Well, let's hope they find what you all have come to seek. I do have a question for you, though. I've had a lot on my mind lately. There's seems to be a bit of a conflict evolving here in town between the miners and a lot of the other trades that benefit from their work.
Yes.
How would you mediate a situation in which all sides thought that they were being taken advantage of? Whether that was true or not, but everyone thinks they deserve greater compensation for the work that they do.
Everyone, including the miners?
Well, the miners are the ones who decided that first, which is why they're charging more for their materials. But of course, that cuts down on the profit margin of the trades that rely on them.
Gotcha. So they end up losing money instead of...
I'm a bit of a busybody, and this technically is, well, not directly my responsibility. Chancellor Pan's responsibility. But I can't help but be worried. This could have severe economic consequences for Silverstruck as a whole, however this plays out.
Would it be so horrible to raise their wage?
It's not so much a matter of wage. It's a matter of how much they're allowed to charge for their products. So crafters, if they want to keep their same profit margins, are going to have to increase the price of their goods, which is going to impact everyone that buys their products. And it's hard to know exactly what the effect will be. And I don't necessarily think the miners are wrong, but they do make their money from selling their materials. I don't know if that. Anyway, it's a puzzle, and I'm not entirely sure how to fix it.
Well, I believe that if you work hard, who am I kidding? I don't remember the last time I worked hard. But
she chuckles.
How about we discuss this while we're soaking? We'll bounce off ideas. And Melissa's brain is going blank because I don't
All right,
do math.
We'll give you time.
I don't do math.
Scene. Flash back to the other four. Have you all since started walking to Ergiad's, I'm assuming?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Probably pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Anywhere to get away from Mad Adder's house, right? That's what tease. Anyway. So you you make it to a lone standing workhouse. It seems maybe a little more solid than some of the other structures, at least at first appraisal. And the door is open.
Before we walk in, judging by the previous experience before anybody enters, Vaughn will cast Bless on on Valkyrie, Nathaniel, and Sethan.
Okay.
So you are blessed.
Thank you.
Valkyrie will step up to the door and kind of peek in.
And you see a large, well, a big, and definitely wizened dragonborn, holding large metal implements and forging things over a pure blue flame.
Excuse me.
He keeps pounding away.
Erkiot?
One moment.
Okay.
And after what seems to be maybe 5 minutes, he finally takes this item that he's been shaping with these giant pincers and dips it into water that seems to be boiling. But it looks like this stuff's cooling off in the boiling water. And then he hangs it up from a netting of chain that's on the rafters. And you see this really beautiful, beautifully tempered breastplate. And he turns around and has a cloth and is cleaning off his hands and wipes down his face and goes, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Hi. Lovely, very nice, fine work, by the way.
Oh, thanks. It's all right. He'll elbow his forge and that blue flame will die down. And as it does, you'll all realize it get noticeably cooler in the room.
Erkiad, my name is Valkyrie, and we were looking for an item in the scrap piles earlier that was accidentally taken there. And it was magically enhanced. And we were speaking to the attendant there, and they said to check with you. They listed you as someone who might have picked up this item in one of the discard piles. Are you
coming to me first?
No.
Come in. And he goes over to a box on the other side of the room and opens it and pulls out what look like frosted glasses of water and holds them out to you all.
To drink?
Yes, please. It's cold.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And sat down in one.
Considering his condition, Vaughn will definitely take the cold glass of water.
Nathaniel will take the water.
He takes one himself and chugs it.
Yes, we've visited Jimnora first, and then paid a visit to Adder after.
Well,
yeah,
you're alive.
That we are.
Thank the gods.
So, magic item.
Yes, it's a 2-inch in diameter by 4 foot tall, or around there. Brass rod that has some writing on it, and she'll kind of like just not even look back at Nathaniel, just kind of hold her hand out. Like,
who will hold his hands over to
the assistant. Vaughn,
because
Vaughn
I passed it back.
Oh,
Now, as the visual aid assistant, will unfurl the map, point to the writing,
Hmm.
do a Vanna
I
White.
don't have a brass rod like that. I do have a bronze one.
It's a bronze
oh,
one.
Ooh,
bronze.
It's a
yes.
bronze.
I'm
Yes, it's
sorry.
bronze.
Bronze.
My
That
apologies.
was
Yeah.
my fault.
Yes, I had plans to use that in my next project.
What were you going to make?
I hadn't decided yet. I
What?
usually have to melt a metal down before I know what it'll be.
Oh, that's fascinating. What kinds of things might be made out of something like that?
It's hard to say. Depends on what kind of magic it holds.
So,
Take this one, for example. He points to the breastplate.
yes.
That was made out of a small mithril wand. I melted it down with some other mithril. Whoever wears that now, it's going to be able to cast Cone of Cold.
That is
Oh,
impressive.
probably
Very
run a
useful here.
pretty penny, wouldn't it? How much would that go
Certainly. Well, rent's a bitch.
Indeed.
Well,
Sure.
So,
for? To go ahead.
Please spawn to another question.
I was just going to say, we're just in a difficult position where we've been commissioned to retrieve this bronze rod, and we've gone to some trouble, and we don't want you to go uncompensated. Not seeing that possession and all that. Is there something perhaps we could do for you in exchange for the rod? Either monetarily, or is there something you find difficult? We're adventurous on our way, so making our way.
We have a
Hmm.
variety of skills among us.
We are humble craftspeople as well,
Perhaps we
from a
could,
variety
yes.
of backgrounds.
I'm an alchemist. Seth in here is good. And
Jeweler. And
I work with metals. Same.
Nathaniel's very good with metals, yes.
and Valkyrie makes the most amazing sweets.
If you have
Wow.
a sweet tooth.
Not so much.
Also
But,
magically infused if you would want them to do something for you when you eat them.
That's okay. There is something you can do for me. Go talk to Durdar. He's the guy down at the smelter, the Dragonborn down there.
Mm-hmm.
He's a younger one, and he thinks he needs to give me special treatment.
Also,
I'm a little tired of his fan worship. So, go tell him off for me.
Do you have any special requests for the nature of the off-telling?
I mean, I'd like to still be able to cast off items there,
but not.
But it's not like he can say no. If you can preserve pleasantness in our interactions, that'd be great.
Okay.
That's all.
so Vaughn's a little confused. You're saying that he gives you preferential treatment and you don't like that?
I do not. Do I look like someone who hasn't worked hard for everything that I have?
No, you don't.
Why do you think he does this?
Is it a crush?
I don't know.
Does he like you?
In a fashion. I think he's starstruck. I've been around for a while. kid practically grew up knowing me. I think at one point in his life he wanted to be me, but
Never quite had the talent.
no, not even close.
I understand that.
Oh, don't get me wrong. He can work metal, but he is not an artist.
Sure.
I'm sure you could both find happiness if he were to be himself rather than attempting to follow after you all the time.
We're just trying to buy favor. I don't need any of that. I'm old. I don't have patience for that kind of thing anymore.
Pet me.
So, yeah, just go talk to him.
Yeah, sounds fair. So if we go and talk to him and get him to, how do we prove that it was successful?
I'll
Do you need
take your word for it.
Oh, that's fresh.
It's honorable of you.
Okay.
Well,
can
you
do it.
know, I am a cleric.
Oh, you are.
And he pulls aside his little apron, and emblazoned on his chest is a tattoo of the god of the forge.
Oh goodness.
Beautiful.
Uh-oh. Valkyrie's impressed.
Here we go again.
Unfortunately, so is
I can
Vaughn.
make my muscles dance too. Watch.
Well, I think it's time to go.
I can make my skills move.
It's getting hot in here again.
Yeah, no,
Get
he
out.
doesn't.
He fire up the forge.
Let's go and get this done for you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go. Valkyrie leaves.
So
That
so
they'll
you
go
guys
after him.
head
Yeah.
back to the scrapyard.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's straighten this guy out.
Shack, and Durdar is sitting out in front of it.
Hello again. Hi.
Oh yeah, hi.
Your information was helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Could have used more kind of warning on Adder, though.
Indeed.
Yeah. Wish I could have.
Are you under some sort of compulsion?
Do you worship the same god that he does? Or not worship? Yeah.
No.
She didn't know about them. Okay.
No.
Well,
He just has good coin.
surprising. What kind of work does he do? I mean, he does. I mean, he works with metal, but I mean, what does he sell?
Oh, he's an enchanter specifically. Some people bring already forged items to him for enchanting.
And they make it out alive?
They're paying.
Okay. Well, there's also another matter of Ergiod.
Okay.
She'll kind of look to Nathaniel, Sethan, and Vaughn. Well,
What do you know of him?
He's the best out of any of them.
right. How long have you known Ergiod?
Oh, at least most of my life. Guy's a real role model.
Right.
So you wish to be like him?
Probably I did once.
But now,
Now I
no?
just want to pay my respects. See what he
Huh.
does. The guy does good work.
Sure.
How do you pay your respects? Just saving the best things for him? I'm not here to report you. I'm just asking.
You might see something I think that he would especially enjoy working with. I've seen enough of what he chooses over the years. I'll give him first pick.
Do you feel that that's owed to him?
Well, I mean, certainly for a
Because he
master such as
resents
that.
it. He resents that.
Okay, sure.
Well,
No,
go ahead. Go ahead.
he told us we were talking about you and talking about how we got his name, and he mentioned, and we thought that we should let you know that he finds it uncomfortable. The uh, the admiration,
Not everyone's
and
comfortable with celebrity.
treating, well, then maybe don't treat them like a celebrity if they're uncomfortable with it.
What's owed is owed.
But he does not see it that way. If someone owes something, then both parties agree to it. And he has not agreed to this.
Why don't Seth and Valkyrie both make persuasion checks?
He's not wearing a friendship bracelet, is he?
No, unless you had someone very secretly slip one on his arm.
Quick, slide him in.
All right. Oh, I didn't even see the picture of our guy. That is a 23 total for Valkyrie.
Good done.
Seth, and every time you say something, because you're trying to steer a little bit more towards the direct, like this is just what it is kind of route, while Valkyrie's kind of trying to puff it up a little bit or soften the blow. He just kind of rolls his eyes whenever you're trying to push your point home. But when every time Valkyrie says something, he starts to look just a little unsure of himself.
Seth will be quiet for a little bit.
You know, my father works on gems and has a reputable shop in town. When we were growing up, there was a boy around my age that thought that his work was fascinating and thought that he was the best, and often was just at his heels, and as he grew up, of course that changed, but he still showered my father with praise every time that he saw him, to the point to where knowing him wasn't about recognizing my father as a person and as a fellow artist, but this person knowing my father was more about them just wanting to, it seemed like him just wanting to know my father because he thought that my father could give him something, as in knowledge, and that's fine, but my father often expressed frustration with such a relationship. He just wanted to hang out and have a beer. When he got of drinking age, he just wanted to chat with him. But this young man, eventually, that wasn't possible because the relationship was stilted because that young man never let it get there, because when you're showering someone with praise and with admiration, it's hard to get to know them on a deeper level as a friend. Um, so that's just something that I feel kind of seems in place here, and just something to think about. That maybe
I don't think Irikiad would ever want to be friends with me.
you don't know that, but as long as you, even though there's nothing wrong if someone doesn't mind being admired or given respects, as you say, there's nothing wrong with that if they want it. But if they don't want it, it can be very it can put a dark cloud over them and over any dealings that the two of you have with each other.
Maybe you're right. I'll think about it. He looks kind of deflated. And he does kind of stand up and go, well, have a nice day.
Valkyrie will turn and then turn back. He didn't express anger with you. I think he can still. I think you can still make a friendship here if that's what you would want. But I'm sure that he would appreciate it.
He just nods and gives a grunt, and then goes inside.
Well, that was a bad situation. Alright, well, let's go and tell Ariad that he's no longer admired.
You guys make it back to Ariad's place. He's sitting down in a chair. Well, how'd it go?
I think that we got the message through. He seemed contemplative. He said, that he would try his best to be different.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask. 1 second. He opens a door, kind of in a place much similar to at Mad Adder's, except through the door you can see shelves of stuff.
Good.
It's not complete darkness.
No,
Dear
it's not.
God.
And he goes in, he kind of turns just out of your view, and he comes back and he's holding pretty hefty looking bronze bar with that same glyphic writing all over it. Well, I would have liked to have used this, but here you go. Deal's a deal.
Appreciate it. And Valkyrie put her hand out to shake.
He will reach out his hand and kind of, as he closes his hand around yours, it literally holds your hand in probably like half of your forearm.
Sure.
It's a big dude.
Yeah, he's really big. He's like, well, no rest for those of us with vision, yeah?
Sure.
On to the next project.
We'll let you get back to your work.
Good luck.
You too. Valkyrie will leave.
We will keep you in mind if we find rare materials.
Who's grabbing the bar?
Nathaniel will.
Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, you're a fighter. You're supposed to have strength.
Oh,
Different build.
Huh. different thing. A strength check.
He just kind of holds it out to you with one hand, and you reach out to grab it and immediately just go down with it.
Bonk.
I will offer to help him with the rod.
Oh, you okay there?
I didn't expect it to be.
I'm sorry, I should have warned you. It's about 40 pounds. I mean, it's solid bronze.
Yeah. I should have been more prepared.
Your voice needs to be a little bit higher, Nathaniel.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you have, but between Vaughn and Nathaniel, you both kind of heft it up and head on out. And we'll do a close scene for you there. Actually, right as you walk out the door, a familiar lizard folk runs up to you and kind of muttering goes, "Ah, there you are. Farthest away from entrance. Of course. Here, note from friend. Bye." And turns around and
Thank you, hard one.
Thank you.
And it's a note from Allie, written in a very loopy script that says, "Recovered. Hope you were successful. When you get out of Salamander, turn right and go to Hot Springs. Meet you there.
All right.
Here are your passes." And there's 4 vouchers.
I was gonna say the passes are all gone. That's what I was thinking.
And lizard folks like, hot
spring for me.
It's 4 coupons for
Hilarious.
for buy one get one free drinks.
He's like, I need
Right.
a break, not you guys.
Flipping back over to Avienda, did you have any response for Mayor Krana for her dilemma?
Okay, what have you guys been doing in the past?
Well, usually there's some way to get everyone to come to the table to negotiate. But the miners are treating their pay hike more as an ultimatum, and they're not not totally non-negotiable. So they haven't even been willing to talk with representatives from the other guilds.
So they're basically doing this as a big fuck you to everybody.
I probably wouldn't put it that way, but yeah, I think that sums it up.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I forget manners. So why not make them either lower the price or, I mean, have you tried giving the people what they want?
My ideal situation would become to some sort of a middle ground to where they do get a bit of their price hike.
How much?
About at least half of it. But they're asking for a lot.
How much are they asking for?
As an example, a pound of diamonds is worth a lot. Yes?
I mean, yes.
Let's assume they're flawed.
Of course, yes, yes.
Flawed diamonds, and they're worth about 100 platinum.
Okay.
The miners are proposing a 50% price hike, which is a lot. And maybe now you can understand why I'm
You
concerned.
guys can do whatever you guys. Okay, why can't you guys just make them not raise the price? I mean, the mayor, governors, people in,
no governors here.
Or something like, I mean.
The Chancellor Artifice Pan,
yeah,
is in charge of getting people to the table and mediating. But it's ultimately between the guilds and the guild's business. I'm, again, have no influence over the matter. They still pay taxes. That's not the problem. My concern is for the economy of Silverstruck and, as a result, the economy of the entire Cape.
Of course, if you raise the prices too high, or the wage too
Either
high,
people will
things
stop
will
buying, or
fluctuate.
people whose livelihoods depend on it will have to therefore raise their prices. And it's a domino effect.
Economics.
I'm afraid that we'll put people out of business. And that's the last thing that I want to do.
Would
And
you
I know
like
how
me-
all this works. I was the head of one of the guilds before I was mayor,
Oh, which one?
the Clockwork Guild.
So you need somebody to why isn't Chancellor like getting it together? I mean, come on.
I'm not sure. I haven't been able to secure a meeting with him myself.
You're the mayor.
You'd think that would mean something.
Do you think
She chuckles ironically. And with very obvious bitterness behind it.
I'm not bitter at all. Okay. Let me ask my friends if it would be okay if we can like gather all of the guild leader people together.
Again, the only person with the authority to do that is Chancellor Pan.
I know, I just wanted to skip forward that part.
Oh, but when you find that fast forward button, you let me know.
Okay. Seems like we need to have a meeting with
Oh,
what's
you want to
face.
help? Like actually help? I was just asking for your advice. But if you'd like to help, I'll see you're compensated.
How much?
Depends on what kind of a deal you come out with.
I
How
do
about
think
that?
all of this is ridiculous, and I do try my best not to get my hands dirty. But, I mean, if this is going to affect the middle class or the lower class, it's going to affect the higher class too, right?
Assumingly. That's how it works.
Okay. Do my best in getting a meeting. And we'll take it from there. That's all I got.
All right.
I'll see if I can use some of my family influence. It's still plausible.
Well, good luck. And we'll end our session there.
Ooh,
Thank
good
you
job,
all.
Andrew.
Another
Very good. Again, we got a lot of done.
You
We
did.
We didn't die.
We didn't die.
That's true. Nathaniel didn't kill everybody. Nathaniel is very happy.
Oh,
No,
man.
I don't think it was Nathaniel's fault at all.
So
I mean,
obviously
kinda was,
everyone's
I think,
highlight
but-
was Mad Adder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah,
But I thought it was
no,
going to end a lot worse than what it did.
Me too. I was like, no, I'm not
I
there.
know, I was just like, oh crap.
I'll
Um,
be the only survivor. What happened to the group?
At least I'm getting all cleaned up while you guys are
right.
getting like murdered by dolls or something. I don't know.
Murder, death,
Really
doll.
quickly, starting with Avienda. Who are you as a player? And who do you play? Sorry, I already said that. And what was the highlight for you out of the session today?
Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm playing Avienda in Tower of Dreams. I also play. What else do I play? So many. I play on Monday nights Forsaken. I play Silvra, and then I play Tuesday nights in Kier's Lament, and I play Evangeline. And then Friday nights I play two characters, Devanya and Emersina.
A player with many
Stormfall.
faces.
Play they. I think my favorite part was actually the whole dolls situation because I was
Because
like,
you
okay.
weren't there. No.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is part of it because I wasn't there, and then I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Is everybody gonna die without me or something? Like, what's going like, where are my fans? And then being able to, I mean, Avi is kind of a upstanding jerk a little bit, so I'm kind of glad to roleplay a lot more of that this episode.
Fair enough.
That's not Melissa. That's not the player. That's the character, guys. So if you like, yeah. But I'm excited for where she goes to learn to kind of be like, you don't need to be a jerk.
Yeah.
But I love the dolls part. But I will keep my camera up for a couple more minutes because I gotta bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Love you guys.
Gotta get ready for the next thing.
Yep. All the streams.
Have fun.
Alright.
Let's bounce over to Nathaniel. Who are you?
Hello.
What was the highlight?
I'm Richard. I play Nathaniel. Highlight for Nathaniel, even though he probably will feel the most guilt about it, is Adder. Just because he's the one that stepped foot in first. But
It's all
yeah.
your fault.
it is. I will admit to that.
Vaughn
My
was
poor
curious too.
Not as nearly as curious as Nathaniel. Nathaniel was like, "Oh, he says he's got it. Let's go." No, but I loved the little dolls. That was describing the eye and everything, and just seeing Frank's face, like, no,
Time out.
time out. Can we need to go? That, to me, that was great. Like, that was the highlight of the entire game tonight. Was that.
Good to know. All right, Seth.
Hi, I'm Madeline. I play Seth. My favorite part was definitely the dolls. Seth is probably going to ask Valkyrie if she can sleep in her bed tonight. But Seth's favorite part was probably getting to loot the garbage pile. Always excited to get more materials, and hopefully we'll have some opportunities coming up to do some more crafting, because that's always exciting to see how bad we screw it up. So.
Fair enough. Vaughn.
Hi, I'm Franco. I play Vaughn. Definitely, well, obviously the warlock and the crazy warlock with the dolls. It's that situation where you're in the room with a psychopath and you want everybody to get out, but you don't want to alarm the psychopath.
Right?
You got
Like, no, we really got to go. Really, more.
no. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
I feel like Agent Starling in Silence of the Lambs with Buffalo Bill. It's like, what do I do?
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So, and actually, that whole situation, him being trapped, that's going to be some interesting play next week. I'm going to be thinking about that all week. How he's going to react to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it. Valkyrie.
I'm Steph. I play Valkyrie. I mean, there were a few good parts this evening. I think one thing that was interesting to me, I guess, that I could say was one of my favorite things, kind of, was that I'm getting a feel, this is our fourth episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fourth.
Mhm.
Yeah, fourth.
Getting a bit more feel for Valkyrie, and she's a lot more of a, talker negotiator than what I imagined, which is really interesting. So I guess that kind of coming forth, and also her blushing at the Dragonborn showing his chest tattoo.
The GM will remember this.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, I guess just being able to get a better feel for her character, and those kind of fun little things that kind of pop out as you're playing them, that you're like, oh, okay, that seems right, but it's surprising still. So yeah, but yeah, the Adder's house was definitely interesting because they said because I thought for sure one of them was going to die. It's like, well,
No, I'm not. I mean,
I,
maybe I'm that mean. I don't know. Yeah, that would have been so interesting.
I was just at first I'm like, oh, just a crazy NPC. This will be fun.
Yeah.
And then slowly the descent began.
Into hell.
Oh, I'm GM Andrew, and my favorite part was Mad Adder's house too, because I impromptu the whole thing.
Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely.
That was.
Well done.
Well done.
I was like, oh god, I gotta come up with a number 3. What's the number 3?
Oh yeah, I mean, even with the doll dancing, you came up with that on the last. Oh my
yeah,
lord, that's
yeah,
brilliant.
That was all just
Well
on the
done.
fly. That's again, Victoria, I told you that, you know, I could do that. Proof, resume.
There you go.
Anyway, we do have a winner for our 500-bit raffle drawing.
We do.
And that is Old School RPG.
Yep.
You
Got-
are the
there you go.
Congrats, Old
big
School.
winner.
Yes.
Congrats, you're the winner.
So you're gonna go ahead. You're gonna get that black and white character sketch from Steph.
I will be in touch.
So congratulations. And then of course we would be remiss not to remind you that pretty much the rest of the evening is board games and drinking games, and then tomorrow starting at just after noon is more board games and one shots, and just basically just tune in at 12:30 and just leave it on, and just enjoy hanging out with Madbird streams all day. And I'm sure you'll all be blown away by the one shot tomorrow, and of course by Obsidian Scars. So no pun intended.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. Had to do that. So yeah, and then the rest of the week, of course, we're done with Sunday. Things continue. We go into another week. 10 p.m. Eastern time on Mondays is the Forsaken, which is our side quest hoarders campaign. Maybe this is, I don't know. And then Tuesday is also at 10 p.m. Eastern is Kier's Lament, our all evil campaign. Wednesday night, same time, 10 p.m. is Madbird Squawks, which is our D&D therapy. And I think some of us are on this week. It's me and Richard and Madeline that are going to be on for that. So come talk with us about Tower of Dreams. And then Fridays, there isn't anything on Thursdays, unless there is there?
No, not right now.
There's not currently anything on Thursdays. Fridays, starting at also 10 p.m. Eastern, is Stormfall, the All the Feels after school special campaign with more characters than I can count on two hands. So thank you all for tuning in tonight, and hang on, don't sign off, because we're going to do a raid. You can do it now, Dan.
Push the button, Dan.